for joining us this morning. I'm Paul Washington, the Executive Director of the Denver Office of Economic Development, and it has been somewhat of a tradition to announce the OED's Jumpstart plan each year. And Jumpstart, as you know, is our annual strategic economic development plan. This year's Jumpstart strategy focuses largely on economic mobility, including building a stronger prosperity among our residents and neighborhoods. We're gathered here today at Ink Monster, a local business that contributes in many ways to community building. OED has been a proud sponsor and partner with Ink Monster over the years, and Ink Monster's owner, Reed Silberman, who you will meet later on in the presentation. We provided a small business loan to Reed and his company to relocate him here to Sun Valley about 4 years ago, and we've been assisting him throughout the 4 years with various workforce development programs to help staff up his growing business. Reed has been very busy in Sun Valley since we were first introduced, not only building his business, but also, and probably more importantly, helping shape a stronger community. Reed serves as president of the local RNO, the Sun Valley Community Coalition. He has been actively involved with Denver Housing Authority and the City on the Choice Neighborhoods grant work. He serves as the vice co-chair of COACTIVE, an association for the active lifestyle industry that the Office of Economic Development sponsored and set up a few years ago. And lastly, he was named Small Business Person of the Year for the year by Colorado's U.S. Business Administration. So with that, I'd like to introduce you to my good friend and an extremely competent and capable business leader, Reed Silberman.
Hello everybody, welcome. Again, my name is Reed Silberman, founder of Ink Monster Graphic Design and Printing, and president of the Sun Valley Community Coalition. Thank you all for coming. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Mayor, for coming to Sun Valley. It's my privilege to host a 2017 Economic Development Strategy Press Conference. I was asked to say a few words on why it is important for Ink Monster to be an active neighborhood business contributing to the future of Sun Valley. Ink Monster moved to Sun Valley in 2012 with the help of the OED through a job creation loan. Paul Washington believed in me and saw Ink Monster's unique potential and gave me the opportunity to move to the enterprise zone called Sun Valley. Since then, we went from 6 to 16 staff members. When I found this building, I knew it was the perfect building and perfect structure, perfect location to grow my business. Little did I know back then that I would be so heavily involved in this community, how it would change my business, and how it would change my life. Moving to Sun Valley has had a tremendous impact on my company. This facility has allowed us to scale and grow and take the business to the next level. This type of growth has allowed me to facilitate my involvement in this community and contribute to the economic health of this great city. I'm proud to call Sun Valley my home. This is our backyard. It's important for me to give back to this community that's helped me become successful. Ink Monster has contributed to Sun Valley since we moved here. We saw a neighborhood that was underserved and lacked resources. Granted, we are just a design and print company, but we wanted to make sure we were doing our part in this neighborhood. With the help of the Sun Valley Community Coalition, local residences, local business owners, the Sun Valley Youth Center, and Rood Rec Center, Ink Monster has been able to accomplish great things here. One example is our annual Denver Days Neighborhood Block Party. It has become an anticipated event that has proved to be successful and provided the youth of this neighborhood with bikes, backpacks, school supplies, meals, and most importantly, help build relationships here. Sun Valley is going to be one of Denver's greatest neighborhoods, not because developers are going to build magnificent structures, but because the people of this neighborhood care tremendously about what happens here and play a very active role in this community. The people are what's going to make this community great. Thank you.
Thank you, Reed, for all the great work that you're doing here, and you are a great partner to the city. In terms of the city's approach to community economic development, it takes a multitude of partners to accomplish this important work. In terms of business development, we obviously partner with various chambers, business groups, and businesses themselves, like Ink Monster, that we work to recruit and retain. In housing, we work with various nonprofit and private developers to build affordable housing units, and other agencies who offer counseling services in and around housing. In our workforce development efforts, we team up with contracting partners and training organizations and others on the front lines of connecting residents to jobs and therefore attaining self-sufficiency. And the list goes on and on and on. Jumpstart helps us to be a better collaborator with each and every one of these groups and provides a very clear roadmap and as to where we are headed with the economic development efforts of the city. As we move forward on our new strategy, I'm thrilled to share a few numbers demonstrating the effectiveness of last year's Jumpstart plan. We are just now wrapping up our annual report. It's to be completed and out soon, but I'm happy to report that in 2016, the OED played a direct role in assisting 85 firms to create over 2,968 jobs. I guess that's exactly 2,968 jobs. Retained 6,892 jobs within the city, and we triggered a capital investment of over $111 million. And so we're awfully proud of this impact. Thank you. And we certainly look forward to greater success in the years ahead. And so now it's my honor and pleasure and privilege to introduce to you who I think is one of the greatest mayors in this country, Mayor Michael B. Hancock, who will talk a little bit more about Jumpstart 2017. Please help me welcome Mayor Michael Hancock.
Good morning, everyone, and let me thank you all for coming out this morning once again as we announce Jumpstart 2017. And what a beautiful morning it is, and it is great to be back here with Ink Monster and Reed. We were here from the very beginning, and it's good to come back and to see the success of this company continue to move forward. As Paul pointed out, this marks the 6th annual Jumpstart plan for Denver. The plans are proactive and were meant very clearly to be intentional, clearly charting an economic development course for the city, its businesses, neighborhoods, and residents. A clear signal to the entire community of where the city is investing its time, talents, and resources. As Paul pointed out for 2016, the tremendous numbers, let me tell you what has happened since 2011. And we first published, we published the very first Jumpstart strategy. Jumpstart has been directly and indirectly responsible for creating some 75,000 new jobs, 5,000 new businesses, and our employment rate in 2011 was close to double digits. Today, 2017 is 3.2%. Yeah. Congratulations to the City of Denver, and congratulations to the Office of Economic Development. One thing that Paul didn't say is Jumpstart has also taken the lead in creating affordable housing. In 2016, we saw 579 affordable housing come onto the market, affordable homes come onto the market. Jumpstart 2017 builds off our previous plans with a series of new initiatives for OED to further its mission of stimulating balanced economic growth. The plan presents 5 key pillars of economic development. Each contributes to healthy and vibrant community, and each with an eye towards supporting the economic advancement of every resident of the city. First, we have the pillar of business development, staying focused on business recruitment, retention, especially in underserved neighborhoods like Globeville, Elaria, Swansea, 5 Points, Mont Bello, Northeast Park Hill, Sun Valley, and yes, Westwood. Second, the other pillar includes business innovation, creating a makerspace to boost manufacturing and entrepreneurship, sharpen our small and minority contracting programs to level the playing field, and agribusiness innovation at the National Western Center. And while we're at it, we might as well celebrate today as Agribusiness, our Agriculture Day here in the United States of America. Another worthy pillar includes workforce development, the effort to drive middle skill employment with sustainable, livable wages, initiatives to train and employ for jobs in manufacturing, technology, healthcare, and construction, programs for linking disconnected youth with a successful future. And of course, there must be a pillar for housing opportunity, launching innovative approaches to density at TODs, developing public-private financing to support preservation efforts, expanding land banking, and studying viability of land trusts to support affordable housing. And new this year is a pillar addressing the city's economic mobility of our residents. We're taking necessary strides to help ensure that all residents have the opportunity to benefit from Denver's vibrant economy. The plan includes integrated strategies to help uplift vulnerable populations and reduce urban poverty. OED will be working to build cooperative business ownership models in both North and West Denver, because when employees have ownership stake, they're better positioned for moving up the economic ladder. And we will create and act on neighborhood economic mobility and anti-displacement strategies for the Montbello, Westwood, and Globeville-Larry-Swansea neighborhoods. This year's Jumpstart plan is a robust roadmap to help keep Denver on a strong economic course. This plan is for every resident in the city and county of Denver. So I want to thank all of our partners. You're going to hear from one in just a moment, but I want to thank all of our collective impact partners who are supporting this work. I also want to congratulate the Office of Economic Development that just stood up its Economic Mobility Office, our Division of Economic Mobility, because I think it's what I explained in Austin, Texas just last week. This is a comprehensive approach to recognize it goes beyond just housing to impact the lives of individuals in our city. That if we can provide a roof, we also got to provide opportunities to move up the economic ladder. And that includes better paying jobs, opportunity to position yourself to be an entrepreneur, how we strengthen our small businesses, how we provide good transportation options for individuals who are trying to move about the city that are affordable and accessible. This economic mobility division, I think, is going to help us reach long and reach hard for every resident, every vulnerable resident in the city of Denver. With that, I want to close with a special thank you again to my childhood friend who put aside his very successful private sector business to come to the city and county of Denver to help lead our economic development efforts. Paul Washington's last day is just 48 hours away. And every time I think about it, I get a little emotional. But this city has experienced the greatest economic revival coming out of the recession than any city in the United States. And a lot is that due to the leadership of Paul Washington leading the great team over at the Office of Economic Development. So I want to thank my good friend, Paul Washington. And I want to say congratulations to the Office of Economic Development and to the City of Denver with the release of Jumpstart 2017. God bless you all.
Community partners are critical to our work. Actually, let me just first by thanking my good friend and colleague, Mayor Hancock, for those kind words. Thank you so much. And it's all been recorded, so I'm looking forward to the electronic version of that. Community partners are critical to our work. In recent years, the OED has focused on a collective impact model of neighborhood development. That is working with a wide variety of community partners to leverage public and private investments in order to ultimately provide the greatest potential for impact in a community. Collective impact models are underway in both North and West Denver, as the mayor mentioned, and the North Denver model is being led by Mile High United Way. And I want to bring up its fearless leader, Christine Bonero, the president and CEO of Mile High United Way. But before I do, I just also want to publicly acknowledge her partnership, her friendship, and I could not imagine a greater partner to accomplish the complex work we have ahead of us. She bravely relocated the headquarters to the 5 Points area, helped catalyzing and spurring our economic development initiatives in that particular neighborhood, and it's had a profound impact. And her organization has had a profound impact across the city. So Christine, thank you, and I'm going to really miss working with you in this role.
Good afternoon, Mayor Hancock, Mr. Washington, and how cool is it to be at Ink Monster? Could you make our building look like this, Reed? This is really, really amazing. I am Christine Bonero, the President and CEO of Mile High United Way. Privileged to be here. We know that Denver is a very special place. The strength of who we are is our diversity, our distinct neighborhoods, and our shared collective vision of creating opportunity for everyone in our community, especially in neighborhoods that are often overlooked, yet have unbelievable and tremendous assets. Jumpstart 2017 is a roadmap to that collective vision. But it is a vision that is dependent on the leveraging of our resources to have an even greater impact. Mile High United Way is very proud to be one of the many partners within our city that shares that collective vision of creating opportunity for everyone. What you will see in this plan is a role for all of us, the city, the business community, entrepreneurs, and residents, the very, very voices that make Denver so strong. This shared vision, this idea of a collective impact model takes vision, leadership, and courage. Mr. Mayor, thank you for leading the way, for uniting us, and leaving no one aside in our community. Paul Washington, your fingerprints and heart is woven through this plan and the very fabric of our community. It has been an honor to be your partner. So as we look ahead for the opportunities ahead for our city, there is a place at the table for all of us, and it is going to take all of us. It is what Denver is known for, and it is what makes us such a special place. Together, united, collectively, the impact we can make will create opportunities for all of us. Congratulations and thank you.